Jonathan Joss was an actor. Many people knew his voice. He was the voice of John Redcorn in the show King of the Hill. His death on Sunday, June 1, 2025, was a shock. He was only 59 years old. The news traveled fast. People everywhere felt a deep sadness. He was a true talent. His work touched many lives. We lost him too soon. Joss was a Native American actor. He was proud of his heritage. He was of White Mountain Apache and Comanche descent. He brought this background to his roles. This was very important. It helped with representation in media. Native voices are not always heard in Hollywood. Joss worked to change that. He wanted to show real Native people, not cartoons. His dedication was clear to anyone who watched him. His career was wide and varied. He worked in television shows. He acted in movies. He also gave his voice to video game characters. This showed how versatile he was as a performer. He could handle serious, dramatic roles. He could also make people laugh with his comedy. Fans all over appreciated his considerable skill. He was always a memorable presence on screen. He left an impression. The loss of Jonathan Joss is felt deeply. He was a respected person. He was a pioneer for other Native actors. His sudden and violent death is hard to accept. It is hard to understand. It leaves a big hole in the entertainment world. It also leaves a painful hole in his community. We must remember all his contributions. We must honor his journey. John Redcorn was his most famous role. King of the Hill was a very popular animated show. John Redcorn was a healer in the show. He was also Nancy Gribble's longtime secret lover. Joss gave this character a lot of depth. He made John Redcorn more than just a simple joke. He was expected to return for the King of the Hill reboot on Hulu. Many fans were very excited about this news. Now, that return will not happen. Joss appeared in many other television shows too. He had a role in Parks and Recreation. He acted in Ray Donovan and Tulsa King. He was also seen in Walker, Texas Ranger. In these shows, he often played Native American characters. He brought a sense of dignity to these portrayals. He worked very hard to be authentic in his work. He cared about getting it right. He understood the importance of these roles. His distinctive voice was also well known in the world of video games. He played characters in the game Wasteland 3. He was part of Cyberpunk 2077. Gamers also heard his voice in The Walking Dead Michonne. He voiced a character in the popular game Red Dead Redemption. These roles helped him reach a different, younger audience. They showed his amazing versatility as a voice actor. He could adapt to any medium. Through all these different roles, Jonathan Joss built a lasting legacy. He showed everyone that Native actors could play many kinds of parts. He consistently fought for better and more accurate representation. He wanted to see complex Native characters on screen. He did not want to see the old, tired stereotypes. His important work opened many doors for other Native performers. He made a real, tangible difference in the industry. The time leading up to Joss's death was very difficult. It was filled with fear. He and his husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzales, faced many threats. Tristan shared this pain publicly. He said they had endured 2 years of threats. They also experienced homophobic harassment. This constant harassment created a climate of intense fear. They did not feel safe in their own lives. It was a heavy burden to carry. In January 2025, something truly terrible happened to them. Their childhood home was deliberately vandalized. The power to their house was cut. The gas supply was also cut off. This was not a random act. It was clearly a targeted attack. It was meant to scare them badly. It was meant to cause them harm. Thankfully, they were not at home when it happened. They were staying in a hotel for safety. While they were away at the hotel, their house caught fire. The fire was a devastating tragedy. It completely destroyed their home. Even worse, their 3 beloved dogs died in the fire. This loss was absolutely heartbreaking for Joss and Tristan. Their pets were cherished members of their family. The pain they felt was immense. This awful event added more suffering to their already stressful lives. It was one loss too many. These terrible events were extremely alarming. They clearly pointed to a pattern of growing hostility. There were ongoing disputes with a neighbor. This neighbor was Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja. The harassment and the devastating house fire were serious escalations. Joss and Tristan were living under a dark, threatening cloud. They were trying hard to rebuild their lives. They'd only recently gotten married. They deserved peace. On Sunday, June 1, 2025, the unthinkable finally happened. Jonathan Joss went to his property in San Antonio. It was the site of his home that had burned down. He was simply there to check his mail. While he was there, doing this ordinary task, he was shot. He was killed. This was a brutal and senseless act of violence. It tragically ended his life far too soon. The world lost his light. The police moved quickly to arrest a suspect. His name is Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja. He was Joss's neighbor. Ceja is 56 years old. He has been charged with murder. Local news outlets reported there were ongoing disputes. These disputes were between Joss and Ceja. The arrest was made, but the investigation by the San Antonio Police Department continues. Many questions still need answers. Joss's husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzales, spoke out about the harassment. He specifically mentioned homophobic slurs they had endured. Many people online believe this killing was a hate crime. However, the San Antonio Police Department stated something different. On Monday, June 2, 2025, the SAPD said there is currently no evidence. No evidence that the killing was directly related to Joss's sexual orientation. This statement has caused some debate and frustration. Jonathan Joss leaves behind a powerful and important legacy. He was a newlywed husband. He and Tristan married on Valentine's Day in 2025. They were looking for a trailer. They were making plans for their future together. He was an actor who bravely broke down barriers. He gave an authentic voice to Native American characters. He brought truth and dignity to the screen. His community, his friends, his family, and his fans feel his loss deeply. His work will always be remembered. His fight for respect will be remembered.